Where is the headquarter of UNO, United Nations Organization? And your time starts now. Student, for international organization, the World Organization, United Nations is one of the important organization in the world. And more specifically, in any exam, you will find the headquarter related question. Okay. So where is the headquarter of UNO? I know everybody can answer. But before answering this question, let's have a look on the previous year pointers. Okay, so these are the facts about UN. UN is United Nation. Okay, the first thing you should remember that what is the purpose of United Nation? Sorry. Okay, so these are the facts of United Nation, and the first thing you should remember is the purpose. What exactly is the purpose of United Nations? It is an organization whose basic motive is international peace and security. Okay, this question we have seen in the lower level exam, where they are asking like which organization deal with international peace and security, and they are going to give the full, not a full words, they are going to give the abbreviation as an option. Okay, so United Nation as a word also just United Nation. Okay, United Nations means nations are going to be united. So what does this united means? They are going to cooperate with each other. There will be international peace and security. Okay, and the very important fact about United Nations is the foundation date. Okay, remember this date by heart. 24th October 1945, the day in which United Nations was founded. Okay, and that's why it is also known as United Nations Day. Okay, 1945, as you can think, like after the World War was finished, at that time United Nations was formed. Okay, so the year at least you should remember, it is 1945. If the exam is asking you the date, then you should remember the 24th October. Okay, and the very important pointer related to any organization is the headquarter, because this is a very confusing part, because there are many organizations in the world, and in exam you will find the headquarter related question. Okay, but why this headquarter is very important in fact for the UN? Because it is one of the major organization in the world who is working on international peace and security. Okay, and the headquarter is in New York, that is in America, USA. Okay, so New York is the place where the headquarter of United Nations is present. Okay, and we have seen a lot of questions on the members also. Okay, since it is an organization, so this organization will have the members as a country, not as a person but as a country. Okay, so basically at the time like there are 51 founding members. Just remember, there are 51 founding member country, not the person. Okay, and India is also one of the founding country of the United Nations, and the Poland was the last. Okay, just remember, it is the 51. Okay, 51st country founding member is the Poland, and currently as on today the recording video, it is 193. This is also important number. 193 are the current members of the United Nations. As I told you, United Nations mean it is a group of the countries who are working on international peace and security, and there are 193 countries who are the members of this particular organization. And remember, the last one, that is 193th, is South Sudan, one of the African country. South Sudan was the last country. Okay, so this question we have seen in one of the exam, like what was the name of the country which was added in recently. Okay, recently means at that time, in fact. Okay, so okay, got it. So there are 51 founding members and 193 current members, and South Sudan was the last, and 51st was the Poland. Okay, and again a very important pointer is the secretary. Secretary is the main post of the United Nations. You can think of like he is the main main head of this organization, and the first secretary is Trygve. Okay, Trygve is the first secretary of the United Nations. The name you should remember, and we have seen the previous year question that they are going to ask from which country Trygve belongs. Okay, you should know that it is Norway. Norway is one European country. Okay, so he is one of the minister there. So Trygve is the person who is related to Norway, the first Secretary General of the United Nations. Okay, and the current, I am not telling you right now. In the current affairs series, we are going to see that. Okay, if you want, you can just pause the video and have a look who is the current Secretary of the United Nations. They can ask you in this particular exam. Okay. Coming to the official languages, student, remember there are 6 languages recognized. Okay, what are the name of 6 languages? English, French, Chinese, Spanish, Arab, and Asian. Okay, you can think of like car. C stand for China, A for Arabic, R for Russian, and S for Spanish. Why I'm not including this English and French? Because they are separate. Why they are separate? Because the working language is English and French. Whatever the documentation, whatever the reports, like official working language is English and French. In fact, they are recognizing 6, but the official working languages are English and French. Okay, and if you see, the last added one is the Arabic. So Arabic was the last language, official language, which was added in the UN. Okay, again they can ask you the emblem related question. What is the emblem? You can think of like logo, or what has logo in it. So there is an earth. Okay, earth having olive branches. It is like this is some earth, and here olive branches are there. So which tree branches are there? It is olive tree, you should remember. Okay, these are the basic facts of UN. You can take a screenshot. Okay, coming back to this question, as already all of you have given the correct answer, it is New York. So New York is the place where headquarters of UNO, United Nations Organization, is located. Okay, the next question is, which organization is termed as child of war? Okay, these are the 4 options, and this question was asked in SSC exam. So again, if you see, they have not given like full form. Okay, UNICEF, UNESCO, League of Nations, and United Nations Organization. Okay, so those who have given UNO, they are incorrect. The answer is League of Nations. Okay, so what exactly is a League of Nations? Why it is known as child of war? Let us see. So coming to the history of this United Nations, so you should remember the World War I was happened in year 1914 to 1918. Okay, I am not going to tell you why this World War was happened. Basically, any war happened when there is a dispute in the country regarding their space, regarding their like views on certain things. Okay, so that's why a war happened. Okay, so World War happened in 1914 to 1918. Okay, because of which, since it is a war, there would be lot of destruction, there is loss for everybody. Okay, So all the countries thought that it is not a good thing to have fight with each other. Okay, so this in 1990, like US President Woodrow Wilson initiated a thing, initiated a, you can say it is initiated a organization which he known as League of Nation. Okay, League of Nation. Okay, just after the World War One, in 1990, US President Woodrow Wilson lead the organization League of Nations. Okay, for what? For basically the cooperation, international peace and security. These are the main objective of League of Nations. And student, just remember, because of which President Woodrow Wilson won the Nobel Prize. Okay, Nobel Peace Prize. Why he got the Nobel Peace Prize? Because he put a lot of effort in making a League of Nations, allowing all the country to talk, and so that again a world war cannot happen. Okay, so this League of Nations is also known as child of war. So you can think of like that, after the war is over, a child is born. What is the name of the child? It is League of Nations. Okay, got it? So the child of war is known as League of Nations. But the thing is that League of Nations could not do such thing. He was not able to stop the war. In fact, in 1939 to 1945, again a second world war happened. Okay, 1939 to 1945. Okay, like all the like developed countries are fighting with each other. Again, this war has tragedy in its loss of life, loss of money, loss of economy. Okay, so again during that time, US President Franklin D. Roosevelt, US President, coined the term United Nation. Basically, United Nation is basically the League of Nation. You can say that it is a like successor of League of Nation. United Nation is successor of League of Nation. So League of Nation was dissolved and United Nation was formed. And this terminology United Nation was coined by the Franklin D. Roosevelt. Okay, Franklin D. Roosevelt is a person who has coined this terminology United Nation. This question we have seen in one of the exam. Okay, it happened in, I think, 1st January 1942. Okay, more specifically 1st Jan. Okay, and the very important year 1945, just after World War II, United Nation Charter come into picture. Okay, United Nation Charter come into picture means United Nation was officially founded, and as we have seen, it was founded on 24th October 1945. Okay, okay, so the child of war is known as League of Nation. It is not United Nation. Okay, coming to the next question. Which of the following major organs of United Nations is not located in New York? Okay, so student, this question was asked in RRB NTPC, and before answering this question, let's see what are the major organs of United Nations. So there are basically 6 principal organs of United Nations. Organ means what? They are going to do certain work. Okay, so there are 6 organs of the United Nations. And the very important one is these organs are located in the New York except International Court of Justice, ICJ. Okay, so where is this located? This is located in Hague, Netherlands. Okay, so International Court of Justice is only the principal organ having headquarters at Hague, Netherlands. Okay, So let's see one by one the principal organ. The first one is the General Assembly. Okay, it is just like the parliament where all the member country are going to discuss their issues. Okay, and student remember that it happened every year in month of September. Okay, so this question we have seen, in which month General Assembly of United Nations is conducted. So the answer would be September. Okay, so after discussing in the General Assembly, like they are going to pass the resolution. Okay, the next one is the Economy and Social Council, that is known as ECOSOC. Okay, ECOSOC as a terminology also suggests that it is going to see the welfare of the members country, and so because of which there are specialized agency of ECOS. Okay, like you have seen many WHO organization like WHO, WTO, World Bank, UNICEF, UNESCO, like World Trade Organization, World Health Organization, World Bank, UNICEF, UNESCO. All these basically works under United Nations. Okay, these are the specialized agencies of the United Nations. Okay, coming to the next is Trusteeship Council. Okay, basically it is for the like territories which are under control of United Nations, but since all were freed after the Pelabau territory thing, okay, so this organ was seized its operation in 1994 after the Pelabau thing. Okay, ceased operation in 1994. Okay, so if they ask the working organs which are currently in operation, the answer would be 5, but if overall principal organ, there are 6 organs of United Nations. Okay, and a very important organ is International Court of Justice. International Court of Justice, as I told you, it is the only organ which have headquarters at Hague, Netherlands. Okay, Hague is in Netherlands. Netherlands is a European country, that you should remember. Okay, and these two are very, very important pointer. We have seen many questions in the previous year, like the number of judges. Okay, so International Court of Justice has 15 judges panel. Okay, International Court of Justice is meant for resolving the dispute between the members country. Okay, and there are 15 judges. Okay, and these judges are basically elected by the General Assembly, and the tenure of each of judge is 9 years. Okay, 9 years is the tenure of the judges, and number of judges are 15. And you should remember from the static GK point of view, it is Shri Benegal Rama Rao. Benegal Rama Rao is the first judge of India of International Court of Justice. Okay, first judge of India who worked as a judge of International Court of Justice is Benegal Rama Rao. Okay, coming to the next is again a very important organ is UNSC, that is UN Security Council. UN Security Council. It is also known as the policeman of the world. The word also suggests policeman. So UN Security Council is the policeman of the world. Why this is very important? Because the main purpose of United Nations is the security. So this organ deals with the security and the peace. And basically there are, this is very important, 5 permanent members and 10 non-permanent members. And since they are non-permanent, their tenure is of 2 years. Okay, once again I am telling you, there are 5 permanent members, 10 non-permanent members, and these non-permanent members term is of 2 years. And as a non-permanent member, India is nominated 8 times. And the maximum time, I think Japan has been nominated. Okay. Let's see what are the permanent members. So all the powerful countries, all the developed countries like US, UK, France, Russia and China. If you see US, UK, France, Russia and China, these are the permanent members of the UNSC. Okay. And what is so special about these permanent members? So they have the veto power. Okay. What is veto power? This is a very special power by which they can exit any decision taken by the UN Security Council without any argument. It is like this, that I want this, I don't want this. Okay, so these are the veto powers. Okay, the last one is UN Secretariat. It is a place where all the official work of the United Nations was done. Okay, and the head is, as you know, it is the UN Secretary is the head of UN Secretariat. Okay, so let's see what is the answer. Major organ of the United Nations is not located in New York, so you should be able to answer this question now. It is International Court of Justice. It is in Hague, Netherlands. Okay, it is in Hague, Netherlands. Okay, so option D is the right answer. Let's see the next question. Which of the following country is the permanent member of United Nations Security Council? Just now we have seen like US, UK, France, Russia and China are the permanent member of UNSC. Okay. Okay, so if you see, India is not a permanent member, Canada is not a permanent member, Japan is not a permanent member, only China is the permanent member of the UNSC. Okay. Coming to the next question, when was the name United Nations coined? So we know Franklin D. Roosevelt has coined this terminology, United Nation, and like if you have no knowledge about this, most of the students are going to answer 1st Jan 1945, thinking like United Nations was founded in year 1945. So answer should be 1st January 1945. Since this is a stage 2 question, it is not so simple. Okay, so as we have seen, it is 1st January 1942, after the League of Nations, this United Nations was formed. So option A, those who have given well and good. It is a very tricky question because it is a static GK part. Okay, so you need to relate a few of the questions like this. Okay, so United Nations, who has coined? Franklin D. Roosevelt, and it was coined in 1st January 1942. Okay, coming to the next, which of the following language is one of the 6 official language of United Nations? Okay, there are 6 official languages, and you should remember Hindi is not the official language, Japanese is not the official language, Urdu is not the official language, it is China's. So as I told you, English and French are the working language, whereas CARS, C-A-R-S, Chinese, Arabic, Russian and Spanish. Okay, all these are the official languages of United Nations. Okay, so answer those who have given C, Chinese. Chinese is one of the official language. Let's see the next question. The current like at that time this question was asked, it is October 2020. United Nations emblem was approved in 7 December 1946. What do olive branch symbolize? So this question we have seen that olive branches are there in the emblem. So you can, if you see the option, you can easily tell. Like the main purpose of United Nations is a peace throughout the world. So peace would be the better option. Okay, so option C, those who have given, well and good, like they have the inter knowledge very well. Okay, so the peace throughout the world represent through olive branches. Let's see the next question. Who has been selected as the 193rd member of the United Nations? Okay, and we have already seen it is South Sudan. South Sudan was a 193rd member of the United Nations, and currently there are 193 members, and founding members are 51. Okay, and India is also one of the founding members. So option A is the right answer.